saw many ships coming to Bodrum, and some of them sunk with different reasons. And first, sponge divers found some of those ships. They took some materials in those ships and they gave to the castle. And after 1964, restoring had started from the castle because during the First World War, French Navy destroyed the castle. And after we restored the castle, underwater archaeological excavation had started here, and archaeologists found many very old shipwrecks, like Bronze Age shipwrecks from the sea, and we took some of them to the castle. Then St. Peter Castle became biggest underwater archaeological museum in the world. Now you can see many old, very old amphoras. Do you know amphora? Pot with two handles. Especially they use for olive oil, for wine and for drinkable water. They carried olive oil and wine from one port to another. If you want to see the castle, ladies and gentlemen, they don't charge euro, by the way. You have to change money. 10 Turkish lira per person. Ticket for the St. Peter Castle. And from the rest of the shop, you can use euro, dollar, any kind of money. Okay? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you before, my name is Ulaş and driver name is Taceddin. Taceddin, he is one of the worst driver, ladies and gentlemen, in Bodrum. He got his driving license just last week and had already 5 accidents. Just relax, enjoy your journey. Now he's a very good driver. The ancient name of Bodrum was Halikarnassos. That's why there are very important and very old structures in Bodrum Peninsula. Like Mausoleum, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. And like castle, this castle called St. Peter Castle, which is the biggest underwater archaeological museum in the world. And Amphitheater of Halikarnassos, the oldest amphitheater in Turkey, was built 4th century BC. So today, as I told you before, I'll show you about 3000 years old amphitheater. I want to tell you the program again. First, I will take you to the windmills, ancient windmills, top of the hill between Gümbet and Bodrum. And you can see the best view of Bodrum and Bodrum Castle, called St. Peter Castle, by the windmills. And when we arrive there, I will give you some information about history of the windmills. They're not actually very old, about 120-130 years old, and farmers built those structures here because of the agriculture and because of the olive industry. Because olive industry is one of the biggest industry in that part of Turkey. After they picked olive from the trees, they press olive by windmills to get olive oil. Unfortunately, we can't restore them because they're all private still. They still belong to the farmers. If they want, they can restore the structure, but if they don't want, unfortunately, we can't do anything. They don't want because they want to build hotel and house here in this place because of the beautiful view, as you see. But according to the Turkish law, if there is any ancient structures anywhere, you can't build anything. Now they have a problem with the Turkish government, ladies and gentlemen, but thanks God our government doesn't let them to build any hotel, anything to here. That's why we bring you here and show you this beautiful view of Bodrum. And Turkish Republic was founded 1923. And after he founded Turkish Republic, he changed all Islamic and Ottoman rules in Turkey. That's why Turkey is completely different than the other Muslim countries. It's not like Iran, not like Afghanistan, not like Iraq, totally different, and we don't have any strict rules for religion in our country, ladies and gentlemen. There are 2 types of Turkish people living in the world. One of them, they are living abroad, like in Germany, in Holland, Belgium, France. They went to there about 40-50 years ago, and they are still living the history. They didn't change their mind yet, unfortunately. But the Turkish people in our country, quite modern people, ladies and gentlemen. And imagine 99% of people Muslim in this country, and just 3 or 4% of the population practicing. The rest of them, they just believe Islam religion, that's it. Who is this gentleman? He is Atatürk, ladies and gentlemen. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. He is our first president and founder of Turkish Republic. Many very famous singers actually giving the concerts in this amphitheater. Why? Because acoustic is really very good.
established since 1965 through 44 years. We work within, we have 4 branches in Turkey: Istanbul, Antalya, Bodrum, and Izmir. Our main manufacturer is back in Istanbul. We produce approximately 2-ton gold every year. And we work within 14 and 18 karat gold here as a jewelry. On 14 karat gold, generally we use within palladium. In 18 karat gold, mixed with the platinum. Plus, this company is a diamond cutters, which means we buy diamond from South Africa as a rough diamond, and we cut them in Belgium. We don't use here any commercial diamonds or artificial stones. Most of them full cut diamonds, and beside the full cut diamonds, we have also other precious gems like ruby, emerald, and sapphires as well. Some of them come from different places. I will mention it over here on the left hand side. This is called Bodrum. And this is the natural stone, this stone here, the mother stone. Okay, now I will take the inside. Okay. About the reductions, on the plain gold or the semi-precious stones, you will go on to get 15% reductions from the label straight. On the precious stones, you will go on to get a 30% reductions. There are some of the genuine watches right behind you, the very back of the store here. There are some of them has 10% reduction.
In Turkey,
oh, paparazzi. 560 euros. Yes. And you have a precious stones on around. You can see the palm, seal, rubies, and sapphires. Oh. Yes.
There are 2 special nightclubs in Bodrum city center. One of them called Halikarnas. Have you ever heard that? Which is the biggest open-air nightclub in the Europe for 5,000 people. And second one called Catamaran with the glass bottom boat, glass bottom catamaran for 2,000 people. They are very famous nightclubs in Bodrum Peninsula. Our history starts about 10,500 BC. First human settlements, city settlements in the world, according to the English, American, Austrian and German archaeologists, because they excavated those 2 cities, were in the central of Turkey and eastern Turkey, called Çatalhöyük and Çayönü. And 4000 BC, one of the important civilization called Hatti civilization. Have you ever heard that? Hatti. Ancestor of Hittites, ladies and gentlemen. It's important because of the first mother goddess in the world. They worship Kubaba, and Kubaba is the first mother goddess in the world. Then between 3000 to 1200 BC, Hittite civilization. Have you ever heard Hittites? Hittite or Hittite civilization. Important because of the first recorded treaty agreement in the world between Egyptians and Hittites, called Kadesh Treaty. And 1200 BC, first Greek migrations, Greek colonies came from Greece, and they established many cities in Turkey. Imagine there are still more than 2,000 ancient Roman and Greek cities in our country. So, 500 BC, Persians, they came from Persia, from Iran. Remember famous Persian emperor called Darius. Have you ever heard Darius? Yes. And when he came to Turkey, he destroyed all Greek cities and he killed many people in Turkey. That's why we call this time as dark time, dark period, because we don't have really good information, enough information from this time, because Persians destroyed everything. And 334 BC, Alexander the Great conquered Turkey, expelled Persia from Turkey back to Persia.
δακρύζεις. Ξέρω το τι έχω κάνει μα δεν μου απάντας. Τα μαύρα μάτια σου είναι καθρέφτης, με κοιτάζουνε σαν να με ψεύτης. Μην πιστεύεις ό,τι σου λένε, τα μαύρα μάτια σου δεν θέλω να κλαίνε. Τα μαύρα μάτια σου είναι καθρέφτης, με κοιτάζουνε σαν να με ψεύτης. Μην πιστεύεις ό,τι σου λένε, τα μαύρα μάτια σου δεν θέλω να κλαίνε.